it this way. If Trump had deported 3 million people, you think you guys wouldn't know that answer? Of course you would, right? Nobody knows that answer because nobody thought that way about Saint Barack. And I think that he wasn't Saint Barack and Trump isn't the devil.
Charlamagne, them over there getting schooled. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Make sure you get the 20% off discount. Team Trump 2024. Team Trump 2024. You get 20% off the entire store, especially our new merch that we just dropped. But you better order now. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate, because when it's gone, you got to wait for us to restock it. And I have a feeling that this new Trump shirt is going to be gone. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get in this. Charlamagne, they have no idea what they're talking about. And just a little bit of research about the subject matter that they get on here and lament about will make worlds of differences, or make a world of a difference when you're debating with somebody or having a conversation. But Piers Morgan just proved, and I only watched like a minute of this clip, and I already know Piers Morgan is destroying them. Piers Morgan proved that Charlamagne the God and all these, I said the God, the fraud, and all of these other people don't know what they're talking about, and they're speaking out of emotions, no facts whatsoever. It is an embarrassment to black people that we that ignorant, that we don't have no facts, but we pushing a crazy agenda. You got to let the white man come on here and whoop some sense into you. Roll the clip.
You mentioned Obama. So this is an interesting little question I always throw people. Interesting if you guys know the answer. How many immigrants, illegal immigrants, did Barack Obama deport in his 8 years as president?
Oh, I don't know.
Have a guess.
No clue.
No clue. Interesting, right? You don't know.
I mean, I know it was a lot, but I don't know the exact number.
Have a guess.
Oh, I don't know.
Give me a number.
I actually have read that it's more than Trump.
Give me a number.
I really don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
8 years. 8 years.
Can't even guess in the millions. Can't even guess in the hundreds of thousands. Charlamagne admitted that he have no idea what the number is. He said tens of thousands or millions. He have no idea.
How many
know.
How many people did he physically have deported in 8 years?
I have no idea.
Well, give me a number. You don't want it, do you?
No, I really don't know. I really don't know even where to begin. I don't know if it's tens of thousands, millions. I don't know where to begin.
Millions.
But I've read that it was more than Trump.
The answer is over 3 million. Damn. He was known as deporter-in-chief by Mexicans.
Yes. And that was more than Trump did.
He deported way more than Trump.
I
He
read
deported way more pro rata than any president in history. Who dropped the most bombs in a calendar year in American history?
Oh, come on. President Barack Obama.
Barack Obama, right? Including drone programs and so on, right? Who got elected in 08-09 on shutting down Guantanamo Bay? Because as a former lawyer, he believed it was an illegal institution.
President
Barack Obama.
Yeah.
What is still open today?
Guantanamo Bay.
Correct, right? Etc., etc., etc. So I know that the
That's crazy they got him on there like this. Democrats are trying to lose the election for sure.
general thing is Obama angel, Trump devil.
Right.
But if you actually apply the scrutiny that we give Trump, put it this way, if Trump had deported 3 million people, you think you guys wouldn't know that answer? Of course you would, right? Nobody knows that answer because nobody thought that way about Saint Barack. And I think that he wasn't Saint Barack and Trump isn't the devil. Trump has a more devilish way of talking and he has to be held absolutely to account. And it's a very good argument to say after what happened on January the 6th, he shouldn't be allowed to run again.
Look at this fool. He had to throw his soy milk in there.
But he is allowed to run again. And in fact, he can be convicted of a crime before the election and still be allowed to run as president.
That's insanity.
And he could actually go to prison and still be president of the United States constitutionally from a prison cell. So this is not my constitution. These aren't my rules. This is the reality. So I'm not sitting here saying you should vote for Trump. I'm not defending Trump, I think, irrationally. I'm simply presenting a slightly fairer argument about why Trump is now back in the position he's in and why he could win again than some people want to present because they think it doesn't suit them politically to say that. You did vote him in 2016. I didn't, right? And I know Trump very, very well.
Stop rubbing it in.
No, but it's on you.
Stop rubbing it in. It was a good thing that
Right,
Trump was
it's
in
on
there.
you. And
I didn't vote for him.
And all I see now is the Democrats whining about Trump's comeback. One of the reasons he's soaring back is because there's such a perceived weakness in Biden. Biden's approval ratings are shocking.
Democrats suck.
Shocking, right?
Yeah,
no incumbent president, I think, has ever been re-elected with these approval numbers. So this, if you know, the country, most people in America think the country's going the wrong way. Most of them are feeling economic hardships. Most of them, you know, have all sorts of problems with the way the country's being run. And they think back to Trump, and they think for all the garbage that comes out of his mouth, they look at the way he handled the economy until the pandemic, and they think, actually, we were better off under Trump. They look at his foreign policy, and they think, actually, we didn't start poking our nose in all over the place with wars here, left, right, and center. And they like that. Most Americans I've spoken to, you know, they think he took immigration a lot more seriously, for example, than Biden seems to be doing. The situation on
everything you're saying
situation on the southern border is catastrophic.
Everything you're saying is absolutely right, and the polls show it. What happened in
Come on, Charlamagne, can you say something substantive for once?
Iowa shows it. You're preaching to the choir.
So when you say to me, Charlamagne, though, just to pull you up, when you say to me, I don't think you believe a word of what you're saying, all I'm doing is presenting facts, right? I'm not launching a campaign for Trump.
I push back on the just be more empathetic. It's like, nah, he's done.
Only because I've seen him be that. And he has that in his locker.
When people show you who they are, you got to believe. We've seen enough of Trump to know who he is.
I agree. And Trump, good, bad, and ugly, is who he is. He's not going to change at 77, right? He's not. So you know what you're getting. You know what you're voting for this time. If America votes him in again, it's because they want to.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Right? You can't get away from that.
That's right.
And by the way, his popularity amongst African Americans is rising as Biden's falls. That's incredible. I remember when Biden came on this show, right?
Oh, don't let him punk you like that, Charlamagne.
Yeah, with you. And he started saying, if you don't vote for me, then you're not black. You're all right. It was a stupid joke, but what a stupid thing to say. And actually, how ironic that ever since he said it, the kind of black votes disappeared from him, right?
Yeah. Is there a candidate that could beat him? Do you think that there is a candidate that could beat Trump?
If I were the Democrats, I would absolutely go for somebody like Newsom, right? Yes, he's progressive, but he's moved himself to the center very skillfully.
Gavin Newsom.
In the last 6 months to a year, he's been to China and met President Xi. You think President Xi was going to meet the governor of California unless he thinks he might actually end up president one day? He looks like a president, right? He looks like someone that could run the country. He's articulate. He's intelligent. He's run one of the biggest states in the country. I think he has a lot of things going for him. I don't necessarily agree with the more progressive stuff, but I think he himself has realized his pathway to running the Democrats and to potentially becoming president is to move more to the middle ground, right? And if he does that, and he's given a chance to do that, and that can be the options for America between Trump and someone like Newsom, I think he's got a very good chance, a better chance than Biden.
At least he said a few things that made sense and was correct. I think he pointed out a lot of things. I mean, what are you going to do with the black vote dwindling for Biden? I mean, Biden is absolutely terrible. I mean, I wish that I was on here having to lament to incredible things that Democrats are doing, yet I still like Republicans. Like, I wish that was the case. The economy is soaring and it's out of control and things are going good and everybody's happy and the Democrats did it. I wish that was the case. And I said, well, but I just really wish a Republican was the president. I wish that was the case. It ain't the case, bro. That dude is messing the whole country up. We fight wars. We sending money to Ukraine. We sending money to Israel. I mean, we done got ourselves in stuff that we shouldn't be in. Then they pushing all these agendas and racism and like it's just too much for America. America deserves better. Trump 2024. I'll see y'all the next one.